Got anything to say? Tell us something, Dad.
Just 8. You want bingo?
I'm full to the gills. I'm going up the hills to the mountains.
So what's today, Dad?
Friend.
What year is it?
Huh?
What is today? What are we celebrating
Still
today?
96 of Christmas.
You gotta push things back.
Christmas at 96.
Being picture here.
That's June.
Dad,
Huh?
talk to me. Tell me something.
I say, my birthday is June the 25th. Like Alicia's is today.
Oh, wow.
Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
December 25th.
So you both have the 25th.
Same day, just different months. And
Right.
years. Different years.
And your Auntie Edith is today. Her birthday is. That would be your aunt.
Yeah.
Auntie Edith.
She's my aunt. Aunt Edith.
My great aunt.
Her birthday's today, just like yours.
Hey, Merry
Is that
Christmas.
something? That's beautiful.
Hey, bud. What's going on?
Kurt,
Tell us what's happening.
you sure you got that on?
It's on.
This one's kind of tight.
We do it.
It's on.
It's a square.
Yeah.
Margie.
Hi.
Merry Christmas. Alicia.
See, that's when my feet hang. You notice they weren't that way when you come in.
Yeah, they weren't. They were better. Now they're just swollen.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's better to have it down there, he said, than up here. You know, I want to say.
Here's the teddy bear sticker, you okay?
Interview him, Mom. Something.
With your tongue out. Oh, right there. You should have
Well,
it
should I
right
put it on my
there.
shirt?
Yeah, right there.
Alright.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Oh, yours. Your nose.
Yeah,
Your nose.
Put it on something.
Put it on your
I'll put it on your private fence in the store.
Alright.
Telephone.
I like that phone. Is that your phone or did the hospital?
It isn't what it looks like, though. It doesn't do what it looks like. If it did as good as it looks, it'd be beautiful. You need 2 coats, 3 coats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why don't you put another coat on? Take it down and get another
Grandpa makes that. Those two
I
things.
need to put that up
Yeah,
there to
it's
dry.
dry.
I mean,
Did you pick
can
out
leave
those
it-
colors or they tell you what colors?
No, it's in, I kept it there.
Angel and butterfly.
But you can follow the colors now, anyway, once they're on there.
Yeah.
Esther, you need to come to Finley's room, please, Esther.
I need Alicia to come down.
It needs to be lighter in here. It's like dark on this.
Whiskey
It's a
sour?
present.
Yep.
I never did. Think maybe 1 or 2. I heard you stuff. What is this?
It's gonna turn into a sweet. You like that hot Christmas candy.
It's a tradition.
Every year you gotta get some of that, you know. Of course, you didn't do a very good job on this year.
I know.
What?
But in order to best candy to eat, the doctor says is hard candy for the liver.
Why is that?
Not soft candy.
Why?
That's the way it is. You ever go to a drugstore and they used to have this here hard candy, rock candy?
Oh, yeah.
That's the candy you should eat. He says, if any candy, try to eat hard candy off it. Something hard candy. Or buy that rock candy for the liver.
That's good candy. Yeah.
I need a stand for this.
Well, I'm all set till next
Did you open this up?
Christmas, but if I'm lucky.
Yeah. Did you open this up?
Yeah. Should I keep these here or you want to take them home?
No, you can have.
I'm home now.
This is your home. You have a nice home,
It's
nice
a nice home.
comfortable home.
They feed you well too.
Yeah,
for Christmas.
they fed us well too. We
Morning.
just had a nice meal.
Well, here's
We
what-
played bingo today
Here's what I had for dinner.
and we won. And how much did we make, Dad? $3.
That's what I had for dinner. That's
$3.
enough for me, you know?
We played bingo and what else?
We won.
And then they had snacks for everyone. We had sandwiches and turkey, beef, and ham, little sausages,
That's enough for me.
and
For doing
meatballs,
that.
and lots of cakes and cookies and punch and coffee.
Yeah.
And we had good fellowship together.
And I cleaned up.
And Alicia helped with the serving, and Kurt helped with the serving, and Aaron. And we also, she had KP duty afterwards, helped clean up. We watched Kurt and Aaron play bingo, or not bingo, pool.
And I beat him twice out of 2 times. Beat him both times.
We're good.
Oh.
I wonder what we're gonna have.
Christmas Day dinner menu. Turkey, cranberry relish, cornbread dressing, gravy, green beans, cherry cranberry
Yeah,
salad,
yeah.
strawberry Vienna cake, hot dinner rolls, milk, coffee, iced tea.
It's a lot of fat stuff.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Ah, we've been filled with food today. Yeah, what was for breakfast?
It's hard
What
to
did you have for
say.
breakfast today?
Wheats, bran wheats. Orange juice, cranberry juice, milk, tea, but I'm gonna stop at tea. It's,
Too much caffeine?
and toast, but I don't eat scrambled eggs. Not this kind.
No. Yeah, they have to be your kind. What are they? Real wet?
Not like they had in the CC camps. In the CC camp, they were sloppy. I mean, them big iron noodles, you know, and things. I remember that. Every time I see them, it brings me back, you know. Well, now, just push them on the side, you know. Same thing, but they say it's fresh eggs. I can't believe it.
Yeah, well, they're not real dry now, right? The eggs aren't real dry. Are they real eggs?
They say they're real eggs, but I can't see it.
Here, why don't you take your pill?
I mean, because if you smell it, you can tell a fresh egg.
Yeah.
The difference from a fresh egg, an old egg, or composition egg, or whatever you call it, synthetic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's probably the egg beaters.
Liquid
It has less cholesterol in it, doesn't it?
No cholesterol. No egg.
Something either they put in or they take out.
Soybean and yellow coloring.
Could be
Probably
green,
got-
green eggs in here.
Yeah. Green egg beaters in here.
I was gonna say, sir, how do you put this? Oh, Peter, I tell you.
I don't think so. I don't think they need to do that.
Change the taste of it, you know what I mean?
I'm not taking
Make it,
it, Alicia.
less
Don't worry about it.
You know, that, so it doesn't spoil.
You tried to do On the hot apple cider? No, it tastes like that.
Well, what else could you eat, drink that was warm that you didn't have caffeine in it? You could have decaffeinated tea.
No, I don't eat nothing warm in the morning, just that
Chamomile
cereal
tea.
is, you know, milk.
And juice.
Oh, no, I don't like my food too warm, you know, 'cause I feel it throughout my body when it gets too
Yeah,
warm.
you get hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your pill.
This is a soother, relaxer.
I don't need one of those.
Why do you need one right before dinner? You get tired of them, and you just think.
Yeah,
So Alicia, what did you get for Christmas, Alicia?
My whole out.
What else?
I see.
What else?
See, I didn't even record this.
Because he wants to embarrass you.
She gets
And what about birthday? Have you got your birthday yet?
Gravity. Can I watch one real quick?
We have birthday presents to open up, huh? But we won't do
Aaron,
that today.
got
We'll do that
something
tomorrow.
Huh?
You got something for Christmas. Like I say, better late than never.
That's my friend, Colonel. Hi, Merry Christmas, 1996. That's enough now.
I know.
Did you arrest people?
Margie knows what you do.
Walter, Aaron wants to know what you did when you were in the Army. What was your role? What did you do?
I started off the 282nd Engineers, building bridges, haunting bridges, trestle bridges, roads. Then it was in North Carolina. North Carolina, went to South Carolina. I was in the motor pool with the big boys building front ends for the Jeeps. Front end drives, rebuilding, you know. Got out of that, and they had me bouncing around. And then I went into the, well, I heard they, in Holland, the parachute jumper, the jumpers were getting knocked off left and right. The Germans were throwing everything at them. Because I went in late, you know, because there were 2 kids. And the service had it. And I signed up for him to join the paratroopers where they used to jump in Fort Benning, Georgia, where the jumpers were, the training jumpers. And, but your grandma wouldn't sign for it. See, because I had 2 girls and they were married. And they give 3 forms. It's in one in Washington. One,
Excuse
she
me?
gets one, and your commanding officer gets one. You know. She sent me home. She wouldn't put her John Henry, and that was out. Automatic. Then, from the, when I was still in the 282nd Engineers, see, I didn't get off of that. I was like infantry, 282nd. And then I went, then we had an assignment for overseas. Got an assignment for overseas. Take a sip of that gin. Merry Christmas. I went overseas, we wound up in bed off England. And bed up, we bedded down there in some kind of a mill down there. Took A and B, C company. I was in A company then. Captain Cromer, he's dead today. He had 3 little girls too. He got cut in half at work done after that over. And he's a beautiful wife he had around. I seen him, you know, when I was in the infantry here in Garrison. He brought him down just before he left, before he went over with us. But he liked me, you know. But I couldn't get along with one buck sergeant there. See, he was a hillbilly or something. He talked like a hillbilly, but he had the rating over me, so he was a buck sergeant. And so one day we got up on the hill, we were about to go over, you know, to relieve the in the front lines. We were on the hill there, bedded down on straw in our tent together. Each man carried one half of his tent, see, and then put them together. So, and Sergeant William was a sergeant, the master sergeant. He ran the place. He could even though Captain Cromer was from West Point, trained in West Point, you know. 6'6", strict, but good, you know. But he took a liking to him. Sergeant William did too. He knew, but they didn't like that buck sergeant of the South. He wanted to get him out of the company, see, Company A. So, well, that's what happened. We were on that hill and we were supposed to go up that next morning or that next night, if I remember right. And here comes Sergeant Cox with the Jeep, you know. I said, "Oh, you guys are coming here," he says, "line up here. I got a little tarpy kid," or something like that. He says, any of you boys drive a Jeep?" "Oh, it's matching, you know." "Yeah, you know, fix it." And he said, "Well, why is it?" He says, "You and I need 3 of you boys. You, and you will take that Jeep and go up and get some bales of hay and spread them around, you know, and so the boys could bed down, you know, that night." I looked at him, see. I said, "Sergeant, no. Instead of driving the Jeep and getting the straw, like he claimed we should have done," he says, "why sick? I need 3 of you. You. Why sick? You go from that corner to the next corner and full guard. You know, for 2 hours of guard that night, you know. It was cold. Well, it was about 10 below zero at night in Germany. And we were in Germany then, Belgium, you know. And I looked at him. "You think that you guys didn't open their mouth, see?" I said, "Wait a minute, Sergeant Cox." I said, "What did you say you wanted us for?" You know? He said they got to get some straw, Jeep and straw. I says, "That isn't what you're saying now." See? I said, "I'm volunteering to go and, you know, no, to get that straw. And now you're saying go ahead and pull guard." See? He said, "I don't care what I said, Whitey." He says, "You do what I tell you to do." I said, "I'm not going to do a damn thing you tell me to do." He said, "Well, come on up, let's go and see the captain." See? Well, the captain knew, I knew that the captain didn't like him. See? So we went up to the captain's quarters. He had like a tent, you know, out there. A little door on it, a little glass in that tent. He opened the door, Sergeant knocked on that glass. Captain Cromer come out. He said, "Sergeant Cox." He said, "What do you want now?" He said, "Sir, Wysick refused to pull guard." "Is that right, Wysick?" I said, "That's right." I never said sir to any of them. And he never reprimanded me on it, you know. And, "Is that right?" Once I said, "Sir, he told the 3 of us boys if we'd volunteer to go and get a Jeep," it was, and get straw for the boys to bed down for the night, and then when it come to it, he tells us to go and pull guard for 2 hours while the company is getting hot meals and everything, and I wouldn't do it. That's right, I refused. He said, "Is that right, Sergeant Cox?" He said, "Well, now, whining around." He said, "Well, Sergeant Cox, I'm going to tell you something." He says, "Now, what I want you to do, I want Wysick to go back to his tent, get his mess gear, and go and eat with the boys, and you pull the 2-hour guard."
Say that, and it just stopped off.
Well,
It
Well,
just,
that's what it
You're
is,
right,
Mary
you
said.
stick to it.
well,
You know what happened? I felt sorry for him at the end. He had his leg shot off. Shot Cox. When they come back, you know, I was in the rear then. See, because he gave me a break. That's how I become an MP.
So you became an MP,
Yeah.
military policeman.
Yeah.
Tell Aaron about being a military policeman. And Alicia, tell them, what you did, tell Aaron and Alicia what you did as a military policeman. MP.
We used to take all the strays and the misplaced people, the strays, and line them up and hold them in the building that was taken by the infantry, Because we used to be behind the infantry collecting all the strays and people that wanted to stay in these towns that were taken, you know, these little farm homes. And we put them in a place, keep them till morning, and a couple of 6x6s, that's 2 big trucks used to come pick them up and take them back for interrogation. You mean? That's all we had to do.
Did you ever have to arrest any soldiers?
Yeah.
Why did you have to arrest soldiers?
Because when we find them astray, we'd be I'd be with the Jeep on the road or something, and they'd be straying on the road, and they would just come out of a ditch and, you know,
Enemy soldiers?
huh?
You mean enemy soldiers? Is that who you-
German or,
Yeah.
or any kind, anything that was, so you can take them in and have them interrogated, you know? That was our job. And guard, once we'd switch on, I guarded once, the general of that MP crew, General Hewlett, his name was. Saw him once. The rest was for me a tour, and I only pulled guard once.
Oh,
But there was sometimes the SS, you know, special troopers used to be behind the lines coming down because they couldn't stay up there too long because they had no food. I mean, and it was cold at night. They'd come down freezing, with trench feet and everything, miserable. I mean, their eyes would be bulging and everything. See, we had to take care of people like that. They come up.
How long were you in the Army?
All told?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was only overseas just almost a year overseas. The rest was here about a year, 10.5 months. That's why I say I really went around for the time I've been in service. But if it wasn't for them 2 girls and Sergeant Williams, I wouldn't be here to be telling you nothing.
We wouldn't be, if it weren't for them,
Huh?
we wouldn't be here hearing you either, right?
That's right, see? See? But I mean, I stuck my neck out a lot of times too, with the 80s come over my head. I was in just as much danger as, you know, you're in more danger sometimes behind the lines than you are in the lines. Because the stuff is going over you. See, and boom, 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 they're shooting everywhere. Yeah, the guy, see, they couldn't refuse them anything. No gas, no water, hot meals if another company was there and you pulled in where they were having hot meals, you know, on the open. They'd have to give you food, they'd have to give you gas for your Jeep, they'd have to give you ammunition, they'd give you water, they'd give you K rations, C rations, they couldn't refuse you nothing. In other words, you had just as much authority then as a general. They couldn't refuse you nothing. MPs are great overseas. There are people who used to come out and salute you, you know, Kurt? You know, because the Germans respected their MPs. See? And they were twice as good to us because they know we were going to take over. They know they were lost. Sure, it isn't saying, oh, he was behind the lines, he was no good. No. Those people that was left behind the line, those strays could do a lot of damage.
And what year was that,
before you
Dad?
got a hold of them. You know what I mean?
Dad, what year was that? What year were you in the service and when did you get out?
Well, the war ended in 45, wasn't it? And I think 44, according to my discharge, I get it right here with me. My,
So how old were your, Dad, how old were your girls when you got drafted?
like that. Big DVDs.
Little toddlers, huh?
You know, you should have some pictures of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at her, you know. Oh yeah, I had a life of ease and they couldn't refuse me nothing. I had it made. Oh, these are, after I got, you know, the drift of everything. But I say, I felt sorry for it. When they come back and they told me, when they come back for relief and under the shower, the group, the A and B, I met some of the boys. I says, what happened to Lenny there? There was Sergeant Cox. He said, that's so. He says, we all felt sorry for him, but the sniper of the tree or somewhere, kept picking at his leg. Sheared it, almost sheared it off. Captain Truman got this burp gun, burp gun, 90 shots of in it.
So he
For
died?
6 seconds.
He got shot or did they
Oh,
cut him?
we had this salt stuff, for wounds and stop bleeding. Every soldier carried a little pack like that in the
To
bag.
make the blood stop?
We all dumped, they said they all dumped their stuff, couldn't stop the bleeding blood to death. This was his whole intestinal organs and everything were chopped up.
So he was in pain the whole time.
Probably didn't feel nothing. Killed all the nerves, Probably bled to death right there and then had one good shot and that was it. But that starting Cox, when them boys talked about him, about his leg, they gave him no sympathy. Because he's that kind of a guy. He'll really, wait for me. Don't worry about nobody else. See, me only, Me only. Think of me. That's why I say I was fortunate, where I could have been.
You never had any injuries
You're
then?
lucky.
You came home in one piece to your wife and 2 children, right?
Yeah, I say, I got more injuries after I got home. I lost a finger, and crippled one hand. Yes.
Yeah. You got more work.
The more enemies at home than I had over there.
So after you
In
got
other words, I made friends over.
so after you got home, what was your first job?
Hmm?
After you got home, what was your first job?
My first job, I went and worked where Uncle Chuck retired at the American Can Company, I think. If I remember right. Let me see if I got it. I know I got him in there. I think I did.
Archie
Unless it's
Bunker
in
with the
that
toilet
box.
flushing.
I don't need no car insurance no more, do I?
No.
Kurt?
Uh-uh.
I won't need no car insurance no more. We have to notify him, right?
It's paid up till when?
Till next year. It'll be around till August the 1st of '97 for the insurance, for the club,
What about insurance? Who do you have insurance with?
Same one, only
AAA?
the first. Now the first would be a 6-month payment coming up. We'll have to notify them, right?
Well,
I would have stayed over there for the cleanup.
You would have stayed over there if you didn't have family in America?
Because I knew what I was going to come back to. Same old stuff. Jobs, people were being evicted, their homes.
Dad, did you work at...
Wives got married 3 times just for the alimony. And then hear people talk about that. Just to be married to these soldiers, and all kind of alimony from 3 different guys.
So they could
And the
get money.
husbands are out there fighting on their lines. Coming home, what does he find?
But you probably lived in fear though, didn't you, a lot over there?
Where?
When you were over in service, weren't you afraid to sleep and
No.
you weren't around enemy
No,
lines too much?
When you're in the 20s like that, you don't fear that stuff.
Yeah, but
Although
weren't
I never
you,
slept on the couch like some would.
you mean you weren't
I
afraid
slept
that
either
you,
behind it or sooner behind something.
you weren't,
Some
a,
mortar come over and
you-
have a little protection.
you weren't afraid you'd wake up and you have a gun to your head?
No. Never even gave it a thought.
Dad, did you work up an appetite now?
No.
Separation, November 1945.
Yeah.
There's only 8
They
minutes.
got
come on
that
back
little
here.
mixed up there a little bit. They even got my wrong, no,
Hey, Dad, say Merry Christmas to the camera.
identification.
Oh, really?
Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas to the camera.
Merry Christmas!
Hello.
Happy New Year.
New Year!
Okay.
We're looking
Okay.
forward to a happy 1997. Health, happiness, and prosperity.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
Um,
Dad.
I'm not I'm not into it.
Birthday